A new Christopher Nolan film. We have the official trailer for the Odyssey. I think previously we saw teasers, not a trailer. So we have a full-fledged trailer for the film coming out in June or July, I think. July 17th, and I'll definitely gonna catch this in IMAX whenever I can. There's no other option of watching a Nolan film. Now, I don't know about the Odyssey story. I know about the Trojan horse, which was, sent into the place and what they did. Like, I know that story, but I don't know the whole mythos behind it and who were these characters and what was actually going on. So it is based on a book or a literal work which is very, very old, and it is very mystical and fantastical, but Nolan is kind of grounding it, and that's why a lot of people are not happy that he's doing that, like why it's not fantastical as it's supposed to be. So let's see what's in store for us.
Tell me what you remember.
He's all alone. Whoa.
Wife,
All right.
a son.
And then what?
Oh, she's also in this film?
We won the war.
That was
Now we
real.
go home.
This is a household waiting for master.
What a cast, man.
I want you to choose me. You think his king is coming back? No, he's not.
What was that, man? I saw that in the
He came
teaser.
back here and find all these suitors in his house. They're pining for a daddy you didn't even know, like some sniffling bastard. Who's looking after your wife and son?
Do you see?
My dad is coming home.
Okay.
Bringing vengeance.
Bringing it all.
Look at that, man. What a visual. Like giants? Yep.
I need everyone at this party dead.
I can still save them.
You're a man who needs to control his fate. But you cannot control this. That world is gone.
No one could stand between me.
Look at that shot, yeah.
Not even the gods.
Okay. So they are gods? Whoa. Okay.
I think it's asleep.
Nope. Can you even read that? Shot entirely with IMAX film cameras, man. What a visual treat this is. Let's just go through the visuals again. Like, it's looking so... Okay, and now I somewhat get the story, what it is like. So basically, he's a king who went to war and he has to come back to his kingdom, but he's lost away and he has to make it back with his soldiers, and by the end he's the only one left, and I think he's getting worried of what's gonna happen in his absence. He has a wife, he has a son, they're waiting for him, other people want to take over the throne, so there's a lot of politics going on there. I don't know if he's imagining all that happening, or is it really happening while he's away, and there are gods and all coming in his way to stop him. So there's, I think, some other mythology behind it, what that actually is based on. But just one thing that stood out to me was Tom Holland saying my dad will come back. Dad isn't dad a very modern term? Like, wouldn't father be a daddy, or father would be a better term for if it's about an olden times? That kind of threw me off a bit. Like, it's Christopher Nolan, like dad is the term, I'm not sure. But just going to the visuals, I'm sure this was a real sea they shot this at. Let's look at the colors, man. Like, the way they look at this visual, they went to a beach or some place where they really took this shot. Maybe some of the debris is VFX. Look at this wide angle shot, man. Again, I'm sure this is a practical shot. I didn't know Charlize Theron, like, she's one of my favorite, and she's in this film. I had no idea. With Robert Pattinson, like, the cast is endless. This is, the Trojan horse, they attack. This was part of the movie Troy, right? With Who was the actor in it? Apna Brad Pitt. He was in that movie, right? And now this is also a story about that. It happens, and afterwards, what happens? That's the story, right? After they cheated, in a sense. Bermithal, right? Punisher actor also. Then Troy went down, and then he has to come back. He's all alone, aged. His son is waiting. They are having a feast. Maybe they heard that they have won, but he's waiting for his coming back. And then this guy is that maybe bastard son or something like that. He has some claim to the throne and he wants to take over. That's very like this trailer makes the story very simple, at least for now. But I'm sure there's lots more going on behind it. And then the cave scene which we saw in the teaser also, that a creature comes out of it. That's where like the last time I saw, I thought it's gonna be a very realistic kind of film. And then that moment I'm like, oh shit, there's lots more going on in this narrative than just being grounded. Again, I'm telling you all this. The lighting, it's all looks so good. The sea scenes, this dark beach. I don't know what they've this dark area. Like it's not like people running. It's like darkness taking over. The way the visuals are shot. Crazy, man. This is a brand. When the name comes in, where is it? When it says a Christopher Nolan movie. Yeah. Here from Christopher Nolan. That's a brand right now. And now they're up against some giants, which again I have no idea about. But yeah, it's the way they've shot it again, very practical. I wonder how they went around it behind the scene. I'd love to see what they did there. There's a puppy also involved, and this made me wonder, why haven't we made a story about path Yudhishthir took, the Pandavas took, and they went to the trying to find heaven, and Yudhishthir was the only one with he carried his dog. That could have been like, okay, Mahabharata is an epic in itself, but after that war everything happens, and the whole journey, on that journey itself you can make a movie about in such a class. But I guess we don't think that way only in our industry. This is like, again, of course this is not real. No wonder like Nolan can do anything. But yeah, this and this is not the IMAX trailer also, like they are showing the CinemaScope only. So I wonder, IMAX, the full film is shot in IMAX film cameras, and that version will not be able to, like only few, like 1,000 people can watch it, because there are not many 70mm theaters, IMAX theaters in the world. Very few, so not everyone will able to catch it. So that's also a thing. But yeah, that's the Odyssey, looking fantastic. Really good trailer, very excited. Like even without a trailer, it's a Nolan film. Yeah, like I think Oppenheimer, like what he did, like he made a film about people talking into a cinematic experience. I was blown away by that. Of course, every Nolan film, I've talked about before also. I saw Interstellar recently in IMAX, and I was like, this is fantastic. So anything he does is I'm looking forward to, and after the trailer I'm more excited. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time.